Bruce Lee's reputation as a martial arts legend is often credited to his unparalleled speed and power, but few realize that his true secret weapon was his footwork. While his punches and kicks were undeniably impressive, it was his movement, how he flowed across the floor, that set him apart from his competitors. His footwork made him almost untouchable, allowing him to stay ahead of his opponents at every moment. Think about it. The ability to move faster than an opponent's strike, to create openings for attacks, and to control the rhythm of a fight, all came from how Lee used his feet. His mastery over movement wasn't just about escaping hits, it was about controlling the fight entirely. In this video, we're going to uncover how Bruce Lee's footwork made him unbeatable, and why it remains a blueprint for fighters to this day. 2. Footwork as a strategic weapon. Bruce Lee's footwork was not random. It was a carefully crafted strategy. He wasn't just dodging or evading strikes. He was using his movement to set traps and outsmart opponents. His ability to glide in and out of range made it nearly impossible for anyone to predict his next move. When he moved, he forced his opponent to react, giving him control over the pace and direction of the fight. By closing the gap quickly, he would disarm opponents who relied on distance. Alternatively, he could retreat just as fast, making opponents overextend and leave themselves vulnerable to counterattacks. Bruce's footwork wasn't just about being fast, it was about being smart. Every step was calculated to disrupt his opponent's rhythm and open up opportunities for his next strike. The influence of fencing and boxing. Bruce Lee was a pioneer in blending different styles of martial arts, and his footwork was no exception. One of his greatest influences came from fencing, a sport that relies heavily on foot speed and positioning. Fencing's linear, swift movements allowed Bruce to develop explosive footwork, helping him close or create distance in the blink of an eye. He also drew inspiration from boxing, where lateral movement and quick pivots are key to avoiding punches. By combining these two influences, Bruce created a hybrid style of footwork that was dynamic and versatile. He could move forward, backward, and side to side with ease, allowing him to dominate any range in a fight. This cross-disciplinary approach gave Bruce a unique edge, blending agility with unpredictability, two qualities that left his opponents constantly guessing. 4. Balance, agility, and power in every step. Bruce Lee's footwork wasn't just about speed and agility, it was rooted in balance and power. Every step he took was perfectly controlled, allowing him to stay balanced even while attacking or dodging. This balance made his transitions between offense and defense seamless. More importantly, his footwork was the foundation of his power. Bruce's strikes weren't just thrown with his arms or legs, they came from the ground up, with each punch and kick being powered by the momentum generated by his foot movements. His exceptional balance allowed him to shift his weight efficiently, making even the smallest step count toward generating devastating force. This mastery over balance and agility made his footwork not only a defensive tool, but also an essential element of his offensive power. 5. Fluid movement and adaptive tactics. Bruce Lee's principle of be like water wasn't just a philosophy, it defined how he moved in combat. His footwork was fluid, constantly changing and adapting to the flow of the fight. He didn't adhere to rigid stances or pre-planned movements. He responded to his opponent in real time. This adaptability made him incredibly difficult to predict. Whether facing a fast striker or a skilled grappler, Bruce would adjust his footwork to exploit weaknesses and maintain control. His movement wasn't just fast, it was dynamic. He could switch directions at any moment, creating angles and openings that left opponents vulnerable. By staying fluid and unpredictable, Bruce's footwork became a tactical advantage, allowing him to adapt to any situation and stay one step ahead of his opponent.